Question number 7. Why do we teach literature to English language learners? Explain with reasons. How would you teach figures of speech, metaphor, personification in any literary text? Possible answer. Teaching literature to English language learners helps them to understand native language and culture, develop language proficiency, and improve reading, writing, and critical thinking skills. Reading literature can also help English language learners develop their critical thinking skills, allowing them to better analyze and interpret texts. Additionally, literature provides an insight into cultural norms, values, and beliefs. It can also help students to understand figurative language, wordplay, and other complex language structures. Teaching literature to English language learners can be beneficial for a variety of reasons. Firstly, literature provides students with an opportunity to interact with language in a meaningful way. By engaging with texts, students can learn and practice the conventions of language, such as grammar and vocabulary, in a more natural and enjoyable manner. Secondly, literature can also be used to develop a deeper understanding of cultural context and values. By exploring different characters, settings, and themes, students can increase their cultural awareness and develop a richer appreciation of the world around them. Finally, literature can also be a valuable source of motivation and inspiration, as students are challenged to think critically and creatively in order to interpret the text. By providing English language learners with a platform to engage with language, culture, and creativity, literature can be an invaluable asset in the language learning process. Metaphor. Begin by introducing the concept of metaphor and explain how it is used to express an idea or concept using a comparison between two unlike things. Provide examples of metaphors from literature to illustrate the concept. Ask students to identify metaphors in a literary text. Encourage students to explain the meaning of the metaphors they have identified in their own words. Ask students to write their own metaphors to express ideas or concepts related to the literary text. Personification. Begin by introducing the concept of personification and explain how it is used to give human characteristics and qualities to inanimate objects or animals. Provide examples of personification from literature to illustrate the concept. Ask students to identify and explain the personification they have identified in a literary text. Encourage students to write their own personification related to the literary text. Ask students to create a visual representation of their personification. Overall, it is important to make the teaching of figures of speech engaging and interactive to ensure meaningful learning for students.